one of the smallest species in the world.
What other kind of rare and less seen animals do we have here today? There are turtles everywhere on the farm.
Look at the coloring.
Yeah.
Real pretty. These are the ones with teeth. I've never seen teeth in a turtle until I saw these guys.
That's so cool.
Pretty neat.
I love it. Are you kidding me? Keep going. It's a, what do they call that? Like a surprise box opening here. Oh God, it's so cool. You don't see these often. This is so cool, guys. We're seeing turtles you don't normally see here.
It's one of my favorite turtles of all.
Okay. Wow.
It's a red ear hybrid.
Look at that. Right on, man. Look at that. Is that incredible? Gosh, you got all these large ponds on the property. You got giant turtles in here. Turtles everywhere. Turtles in the house. Turtles around the house. Turtles jumping in here. Look at the size of that golden thread, people. Look at the size of that slider. Look at the size of that monster. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? How pretty that is. Are you kidding me? Look at the size of this turtle. Holy crap. So cool. Holy smokes. What an amazing place when it comes to just seeing how many turtles he actually keeps here. It's just absolutely incredible. We are back at the Turtle Source, and today we're going to be showing you guys some of the more rarely seen turtles in captivity, and we are looking at Pelusius nanus. This is an African mud turtle species, and it's the one with a hinge. Look at this. That is a full-grown adult, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So these guys in Africa, basically, what are they doing? Just any waterway? Where are they from?
I would lie if I remember which one right now off the top of my head.
No problem.
I'm more worried with trying to get these guys to
make babies.
Yeah, to make babies and do well for us.
Bit of a concavity there to the male.
Yeah, and you see the difference in the tail size.
Yes, you can, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, nanus, man.
And these are one of the smallest species in the world.
Of turtle?
Yeah.
Oh,
these stink pots, three stripes, the bogs, and these guys. They're all the smallest, maximum size 4 inches.
Wild.
And they're awesome house turtles because you can put a pair in a 20-gallon long aquarium and they have tons and tons of room. A 30's giving them, a ranch basically.
Gotcha.
And it's just an amazing turtle for somebody who doesn't have a lot of space because it's so small, so tiny.
And a lot of personality with the mud
turtles. Oh my
goodness.
Probably the coolest of the African muds. The smallest, probably the coolest. A lot of them have this bright yellow. Some of them are brown. Just variation in coloring, but just a great turtle. All the African muds are great first turtles, but these guys are real tough, durable turtles. And really, if you think about it, like the perfect apartment turtle.
Yeah, gotcha. That's really cool.
Look at that turtle.
What other kind of rare and less seen animals do we have here today? I mean, there are turtles everywhere on the farm. Okay, so I love that he saves every bit of this wire. Everything gets reused. No scrap goes unused. Look, he hangs them all up of various sizes. It shows you the pure meticulousness, and then nothing gets wasted here, huh?
Not at all. That stuff's real valuable and hard to get, and prices went up a lot after the pandemic. This is Gorzugi.
Ah. Where are these guys native?
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a Texas map.
It's a Texas slider, a cooter.
It is.
It's a Sudemis, yeah.
Oh, dude,
look at the coloring.
Yeah, it almost looks like a map turtle.
Yeah, it kind of does until it outgrows them by quite a bit. The adults get a lot bigger, and they are real pretty.
That is really cool, man. Let me get on this side because I want you to see that sheen. Look at that. Yeah, that is really cool. And, the tan color, so these are found in most of the waterways in Texas?
Yeah, it's a Rio Grande cooter. Okay. And so, I don't remember which exactly because I've never been to Texas looking for turtles, but they are a really, really pretty turtle, really hardy. Same as all the cooters and sliders, they do very well, and just pretty to look at.
Really pretty.
I wish somebody would get an albino of these. That would be so neat.
Yeah, that's a cool animal.
Yeah, and you can see these guys in shed. But
he got the really cool serrated
They do. My old friend Al Weinberg, who's been doing it probably almost a century now, he said these are the ones with teeth.
Yeah.
And they actually do. They do have teeth.
Look at that.
See that.
The cusps.
Yeah, they're
on the inside.
I've never seen teeth on a turtle until I saw these guys.
That's so cool.
Pretty neat.
Wild.
Pretty neat. We'll keep going and see what else we
can. Man, I love it. Are you kidding me? Keep going.
Here. Okay.
It's like it's a what do they call that? Like a surprise box opening here.
It really is. Let's see. So here we've got some black knob maps. Let's see if I can find one.
That's a pretty turtle. Oh wow. Look at that. And there's the knobs. As they get older, do these get less prominent?
Exactly. They kind of get worn down. This is a big female.
Wild.
And she'll be ready actually to go with the breeders real soon.
That's another pretty turtle, man.
Yeah.
Map turtles are fun. They're really good swimmers, highly aquatic, flowing water most of the time. But the black knobs, that's it. They call that black knob sawback as well?
Yeah. It's part of one of the common names for sure.
Yeah,
and these are very pronounced when they're babies. The males still keep them quite a bit. And the thing with the black knobs and the pearl rivers and all this is that different regulations are going to make these impossible to move between states.
Oh, I see.
So you want to get them while you can. We don't sell a lot of these. We don't produce a lot of these. We produce, I mean, a fair share, but a few dozen. But again, recent regulation is going to make them hard to go from state to state. So a lot of the map turtles are going to see restrictions like that in coming years. So get them while you can, type of thing.
And then create little colonies of your own in state. That would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's important. You know, to propagate these in captivity is going to be key. Is that a male? That's so fun.
That's actually a Kegel's.
Oh, this is a Kegel's?
Oh, wait, let me see. That is a male black knob.
Wow, look at that.
A male northern black knob.
Look at the.
But he's got algae all over him.
Yeah, so it's a little tough to kind of make him out, but
let's see.
That is amazing. Look, see that, guys? Really pronounced.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, maybe you can see it better against my shirt.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's almost like the, you know, the Asian turtles, like the, what do they call it? The Koopa from like Mario Brothers. How they have these really pronounced dorsal scutes there.
And the thing is, too, this is a grown adult, fully grown adult male. They don't need to be that big. So a 3-inch male is not uncommon.
Okay.
And of course, the females
sexually mature.
Right, and the females will be 5 inches, and that's okay. They like it like that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So, of course, all these are predator-proof. You've got your lay areas, although these are just grow-outs, aren't they?
They are, but let me see if I can find something interesting here. Okay, we've got Asian leaf, temple turtles, blackwood, Ceylon ponds.
Let's see.
So a lot of these are not real common turtles.
We got to have a look.
Asian leaf turtle.
Yeah, that's Cyclemys dentata?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, not the grandest, but the dentata. Another one.
That's cool though, man. You don't see these often. They used to come in.
So pretty on the bottom when they're babies. Yeah, they're almost like a spiny turtle when they're babies. Let's see.
There's another one.
And another one. Let me put that one over there. Okay, now this is
Hieremys anadelli.
Yep,
temple turtle. That is cool. That's a yellow-headed temple turtle. We saw one of these a little while back at Ty Park's place, and I actually had a large group of these, but sadly they came into the country from Hong Kong. They were all food animals. They were destined to the food. They were rescued from the food trade. Right. Unfortunately, a lot of them had hooks, and there was a lot of triage that wasn't done. And then we had one of the coldest winters on record in 2010, and a lot of them perished. So I did wind up giving a lot to, I think it was myself and the Jacksonville Zoo got a bunch of these. But this is a nice, healthy, captive-born one, if I'm not incorrect.
So she was a baby 10 years ago for us.
Yeah, that's great.
So, and this is one we actually just need to get a male for her.
Oh, God, that's so cool.
Pretty turtles. Feel the weight on it.
Yeah, they get super heavy. They get very large, like grandest large, like, you know, the Asian wood turtle large. Just a cool animal. Again,
look how small the tail is on the female.
Yeah, that's a little gal right there for sure.
We just need a boy.
That is so cool. You have one of those.
I think I have some Ceylon ponds in here as well.
And they're another Asian species?
They are. Like the name says, from Ceylon. They are. They're kind of an orange speckled headed turtle.
That's cool.
If it'll stick its head out, this is a male. Let's see if it'll stick its head out.
Tickle his butt, dude.
Yeah, come on. And you definitely don't see these that often.
No. What's the Latin on these?
You know, I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, no worries.
I'm trying to spit it out here now. I'm drawing a blank. But the Ceylon pond turtle.
And they have a musk.
Is
that them?
No, he's trying, but it's just a little bit of water. But a really cool turtle, and we never got these to go until we gave them a full pond.
Really?
Which is, they needed a full pond
in order to breed.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull one more out and pop up here and show off.
This is so cool, guys. We're seeing turtles you don't normally see here.
Okay, here you can see the spotting on the head. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now this is very pronounced when they're babies. Very pronounced.
Wow.
And you can see a little nip on the neck, which means one of the males in there is getting through. So they're about ready to go in with our breeders at this size.
Yeah, that's
a little
awesome.
small, but you can see that markings on the head. It's a really pretty turtle. They when they're born, they're bright orange markings all over the head.
Wow, that's pretty, man.
Yeah, almost like a Hamiltoni with orange. And it's actually related, I mean similar, cousins. But just a really cool turtle. They don't get too big. The adults get probably about 6.5-inch females, and the males maybe an inch shorter. Like I said, you can see a little nip on the neck, which means there's males and females in there, and they're already going through the motions.
Trying to breed.
They're still at the prom age size there, but you know. Here's an interesting one. These are, let's see, one of the African muds.
Okay, we saw the Natus over there.
Right. Okay, so these are called Impembe muds.
Impembe muds. I don't think I've ever heard of these.
Yeah, they're not really that common. There's only a couple people that produce them. Really pretty head markings on them.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, that's nice.
And you don't see them that often. But we have a lot of really different
really
muds
nice
here.
Big eyes too.
These guys we haven't produced them yet, but we're getting to the size. See if they'll show off the head.
Really cool
head coloring.
Again, another smaller species.
And just a cool turtle. And I'd lie if I tell you where they came from, except Africa. But they are definitely one of the rarer of the African muds. And if I can get one to show off his colors here.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, just a pretty turtle. And real personable too. You don't see any aggression on them or anything like that.
They beg at the pond and tank when you have an aquarium set up.
They are, and there's not many people produce. I can only think of one person where I got these from.
Awesome.
And that's it. Let's see what else we've got to show you. I think that's everything that I can show you out here.
We'll just have to continue this video in another location of the Turtle Source farm. What do you call it? It's the Turtle Source, or what is it? The Turtle Source compound? What do you name this place, man?
We haven't named it yet, but it's probably going to have something to do with our morph that we invented, the Paradox.
The
so it'll probably be something
Paradox.
like Paradox Acres or something.
Yeah, there you go. Very cool. All right, let's. We're going to venture to another area of Paradox Acres, and we'll see you in a moment.
That's one.
All right, we are inside the fabled screen house here, and this is where you keep. These are just.
This is one of my favorite turtles of all.
Okay. Look at that. Wow.
It's a red ear hybrid. Let's
Really?
get it out in the sun so
All
you
right,
can
let's
see it.
That has some nice markings.
It's nobody knows exactly what it is hybrid with. It's a hybrid with a red ear. You can see all the red ear markings. Could be some sort of a Southern River cooter, but we're not sure. I did show this to Peter Pritchard when he was alive about 15 years ago, and he didn't know either. So this is a really cool red ear hybrid, probably with some sort of a cooter turtle. And if you give me a second, I'll go in and find another one that's a really cool hybrid. But
I'll give you a second.
Here, you want to hold that one?
I'll hold this one.
Okay, take a look.
We're going to take a look at that. So that's interesting. Sometimes these are hybrids that can actually occur in nature, but this one obviously is from the turtle source. So that is definitely beautiful. Look at that. Right on, man. And again, being that it's a slider and a cooter, it's a male. It's got those long claws in the front. I'm guessing a nice long tail, which it does have. That means it's a personable animal. So if you set it up, it's a really great pet. And these guys do really well. And they'll get a bit bigger than this. I mean, male's not too much bigger, but that's really cool. Now, the thing is, being a hybrid, will this animal be able to reproduce?
Well, it won't make the same thing unless you have the same combination.
Gotcha.
And even that's still a question mark.
Wild.
This is actually, I didn't even get that far.
Whoa,
These are
look at that.
Pelusius niger babies.
Oh,
This
wow,
is
that's another mud turtle
Another
baby.
African mud, but look at the colors on them.
They are amazing.
And we'll show you the adult pen from these guys in a little bit, but these are really pretty African mud turtle, really cool.
They got a keel too on
They
their,
do, they have a very pronounced keel.
Wild.
They've got nice colors, and they hold the colors pretty well into adult size. And just a neat little mud turtle. And this is one of those ones where I get to say, 2 or 3 times a day, I said, if I didn't have any turtles, I'd probably get a few of these, because it's just a really cool turtle to have and see. And again, unless you're in Africa, you're never going to see these.
Right.
There's maybe 4 people in the U.S. who produce these,
Oh, that's
and we're lucky enough to be one of them.
That's so cool.
Pelusius niger. Okay, let me see, I'll put that one back.
All right, very cool, man. There's just so much to see here when you're hanging out with Mark. I mean, turtles that I haven't seen except in books, if that. all these setups are little grow outs for the hatchlings, and you know, he protects them inside of this screen house. They're protected inside these little grow outs, and that's because you never know. You could potentially have rats. You could have all kinds of little vermin that can find their way in. So he made these a long time ago, and yeah, it's just a really cool little kind of habitat that you can kind of keep things going. I just saw something. I'm going to peek in here, guys. I have some of these eggs cooking right now. These are little Reeves turtles, and I've got some babies incubating right now. This is a cool little turtle, Chinese turtle. Also found, I think, in Japan and Taiwan, but a really, really cool little species. Again, another great pet species because they have great personality, and they're also, they don't have a very large adult size, so that's kind of cool, man. Gosh, and they throw off a little bit of a musk, to be honest. So that's cool. Vietnamese pond turtles, West African black forest turtles. Holy smokes, man. Lots of different African muds you have here.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything. This is just one of the buildings.
Guys, check this out. You've seen my adult Hamiltoni. Here's what they look like when they're babies. Look at that. Is that incredible? They are cute. Really, really cool little species. But they get fairly large. The Indian spotted. What do you got there? Oh,
this is the baby Joffreys.
Oh, Joffreys.
Remember, we were looking at these outside.
That's
before.
right, toad head.
And this is the just born 4 or 5 months ago version.
Really pretty.
Look at the stripes on the head.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. Yeah. That is an awesome little turtle.
And I'm still going to show you the peach pastel.
Okay, we still got to get over there.
Yep.
Oh, we better hustle.
Let's go to the next room.
All right, we're on our way. We saw Rio Grande cooter earlier in another video, but now we're looking at a Rio Grande red ear, but this is an odd colored one.
Yeah, it's just a different color. Just one we kept back because the color was weird.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the shell is pretty amazing. Get a sense of that.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. And these are just happy accidents that just kind of happen to you.
Yeah,
because
you hatch a bunch, you hold out something that looks special.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Gosh, you got all these large ponds on the property. You got giant turtles in here. You got Pritchard's Pond over there. I mean, this new facility is absolutely amazing. I just know how much work it takes to get things set up, man. And this will be an ongoing effort for you, huh?
Oh, it's going every day.
Yeah.
We're always working on this stuff every day. If you want to take a walk out on the dock, you can see it.
Let's do it, man.
Okay.
Check this out, friends. Look at this place. So there's, of course, turtles everywhere, turtles in the house, turtles around the house, turtles jumping in here. But what do you got over here? Oh, more wood turtles. Oh, this is so cool.
You know, we grow up so many. We produce 200 to 300 a year. We probably sell 2/3 of them, but we always hold back the pretty ones. Some of the pretty ones. So many of them are pretty. And and so in the end, you end up with a bunch of tame wood turtles that we just I can never say no to. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they are just a cool turtle. Just a little slippery over here.
Copy that. I'm all right. I got my boots on.
Mud.
I don't mind mud. Look at this. All these fences designed to keep the animals in. And these are brand new docks.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that pond, everyone.
And this is down about 3.5 feet.
Right, so in the summertime, that's grandis?
Big grandis there.
Wild. Look at this guy. That's a big black Funera.
What do you call that? The golden thread.
Golden thread. That's a golden thread?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Holy smokes, that thing's huge.
Female golden threads get really big.
Look at the size of that golden thread, people.
She'll jump in for the food.
Ocadia sinensis?
Yep. Here's another one right there. And there's another
grandis way out there. Look at this. Floating basking areas. Oh, look at this little
western painted.
No way.
Yeah.
There's so many. Look at, they're all starting to come up, man.
Or get the pellets.
Yeah.
What we got to do is grow our water plants back so they've got some good cover.
Right. They must have eaten all of them, huh?
They devoured them. When the catfish are running wild, what you call it, the plants got eaten. There's another painted there.
Wild.
Let's see if there's any Funarias here. Usually they come up in the morning for food. This is kind of a weird thing that they're all looking at us like, anybody in there? Let's see. So the grandest will run right up on land, and they'll rip open a pumpkin, take pellets off the dirt. They don't care.
I always say they're like an aquatic tortoise. I mean, they're just something. They wander on land a lot. Yeah. And then you got Pritchard's pond.
Yeah.
Pritchard.
Take a look over here.
There's looks like another one of those Central Americans.
Yeah, these are Belize sliders.
They're Belizean. Wow.
You can see these guys here. And you can see there's probably some eggs in here now.
Awesome. Look at this. Look at the size of that slider. Look at the size of that monster. Oh, right down in the water. I'm sorry. Holy smokes, dude. That thing's massive.
And here's some pink bellies.
Oh, really?
The snappers and the side necks.
Pink belly side necks, and then snapping turtle, or?
Well, it's a common name for the turtle. If you want to see something here, we'll pull out, find a clutch of eggs.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's see. Let me get this going on here. So what we're looking at is disturbance. Normally we put lines in the dirt. So we put lines and we put fingers to see that there's enough moisture. Okay. If the hole doesn't stay, you got to add moisture. So we got to add a little moisture. So what I'm looking at is disturbance. I can see an egg right on the surface in the sun, which is not good.
It does seem to be fertile.
It looks here like something happened here. So I'll push down and I could find it. I feel eggs right there. So this is how we would get 10 eggs here, 10 eggs there. You know, ultimately we'll end up with a couple hundred eggs for each day during the lay season. So these are eggs from pink belly side necks. If they were a little bigger, I'd know they'd be the pink belly snappers. And the only thing is you don't want them to be in the sun that long. But what probably happened was a turtle dug another turtle's nest up.
Oh, okay.
So once we find disturbance like this, we'll have to dig the whole thing up and see. It only takes a few extra minutes, but you know, where's that other nest? Where did that come from? So here you've got 7 eggs, including the one that was on the surface. You can see the band on it.
Yes.
And I would say, you know, where's the other clutch? It's a little too dry here, but we'll dig the whole thing up and we'll find it, because that egg wasn't laid on the surface like that.
There it is.
Oh, there's another one over there.
There you go, two more.
So there, yep.
It probably was disturbed by another one, yeah.
And another one here. And it's so important to keep them right side up.
Yep.
So if you feel it in the dirt like that, you got to pick it up like that. You can't twist and turn it. You can for a second, but if you don't put it back exactly the way that it was, the egg will not hatch. So what we've got to do is we've got to dig up the whole thing. Now, until I get to come back here, I'm going to protect them.
Okay, I see.
And just tell my guy, hey, there's a clutch over there. You'll see the mound. Go ahead and dig them up, and he'll be able to get it easily. And this way they're protected against anything, whether it's a rat or just the sun.
Yeah, it's a good idea, man, because you know you don't have a bucket to grab them right now.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Look over here. Here's some Rio Grande red ears.
Oh my gosh! Wait, I got to pull one out. I'm a pain in the neck. Look at that. That's a Rio Grande red ear. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to grab it to where I don't get clawed to death, but they're quite adept at clawing. Look at how pretty that is. Wow. They're huge too. Wow, that's, you know, you think red ear, you think, yeah, it's the most common. That's pretty.
See the males get that melanistic color going on there, and the females pretty big.
Yeah. And it's a regular old red ear, but from the Rio Grande. That's so cool.
Now, over in the back,
they're trying to get at you, man. They see you coming with the food.
These are the Nicaraguan sliders.
Oh, wow.
They're the dinosaurs. If you fell in there, they wouldn't even leave your sneakers.
Hold on a second.
They'd eat it all.
Hold on. I mean, I'm almost... Are you kidding me? Look at the size of this turtle. Holy crap. That is amazing. Oh, go down. Ah. Oh, boy. It's going to be an interesting dinner tonight. I'm going to smell like turtle.
The thing is, we grew these guys up from babies. We held them back for color.
Yep.
And we tried putting them in the big ponds, and they didn't like it.
Okay.
They would come up, they wouldn't stay in the water very well, they wanted to come around and see. They actually preferred the pond they grew up in, so we're not going to argue.
Okay.
You know, if they're happy like this, and they've got a great lay area back there, you know, it's about 15 square feet, they've got a nice basking rock, and they've got all the food we can possibly give them, plus some fish a couple times a week, and of course you can see they're buzz sawing through the plants.
Right. Wild, man.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. Let's have a walk over by Pritchard's Pond, man.
Let's do it. Oh, you know what? I'll grab a few pellets.
So cool. All right. And again, this is kind of cool. So this is one body of water that he has split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different enclosures?
7. Yeah.
7 enclosures, okay. So cool.
This was overgrown with cattails just about a week ago.
That's pretty cool. Egg laying areas, try and get them to lay in a specific area. Make it easier on you guys.
And, okay, so this is going to be interesting. Come on up here and we'll just train the camera down here. You'll see they'll come up in line.
All right, here, what I'll do, I'm going to get down low.
Yeah, these are the gorzugis.
Okay.
And red bellies.
And why do you have this PVC here?
Well, when the plants are fully grown over, because this was grown over 2 weeks ago, but they've eaten all the plants. When the plants are fully grown over, we take all the plants out of it and we have a place that we can throw the pellets.
Oh, I see.
So over there you'll see a little bit more of it. But you see these guys eating the pellets?
I do, yeah.
They just do not get enough food. And,
That's
they
so funny.
recently, got the catfish out of here in January, and the catfish are just eating all the food. So these guys really struggle to do well.
Okay.
We had our old time breeders, and we had some up and comers that we put together with them that we put aside for 8 years, and the younger, smaller ones are that. And you can see they're just going to come up and eat pellets.
Yeah.
Probably all day long. If you just kept feeding them, they'd keep doing it.
They just keep eating, and then you have to do this all over.
We do. Our guys came through it early this morning. The first thing they do is pellet feed, and they all got plenty of food. And one of the things that we did, which you probably find interesting, is and I'll show you in the next pen, not this one, but in order to feed so the catfish wouldn't get the food, we'd feed bigger food.
Oh.
So tortoise diet is a bigger bite. It's much bigger. It's like 3/4 of an inch. We feed crocodilian diet, which is a giant, looks like a giant dog poop almost.
Yep.
And catfish can't mouth that.
Perfect.
But the turtles will come up and mouth it, and that's what we needed. So now in here is Triprocadus. You probably won't say there's one.
Oh,
right
there's
there.
one.
They're
There's
a
a big
dinosaur.
one. Holy
These
smoke.
are giant.
We
turtles.
have some of these in
giant
our
Mexican
Cayman
mud.
Creek, but not that big.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at the size of that musk
See,
turtle.
his nose is a little bent, like he looks like a Brooklyn mobster because
Yeah.
he's had a few fights. And they're just an aggressive species, but not in a section like this where this is so big.
Right.
It's probably 100,000 gallons now, and it goes up another 50,000 when the water comes up.
And this is the giant Mexican musk turtle.
Yeah, the largest in the world. So that turtle's probably about 25 pounds.
Wild.
Takes them a long time to get that big. Let's come over here to the snapper feed.
Oh boy. My boyhood favorite.
Here you can get a shot of, I named this after one of my favorite mentors, Peter Pritchard.
That's right, Peter Pritchard.
Who passed during the pandemic, and he had health issues before that. Just such a dedicated turtle person. The only thing that mattered to him was turtles, and
Yeah.
you can't fault that at all.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, we've taken a lot of the hyacinth out of here just to use it in other places, but in here you may see a snapper, you may not. Let's see if I can. So here I've got crocodile diet.
Oh yeah, that's what I use for my crops.
This is great because if they don't eat, if the catfish come up and suck those pellets down, they can, but they can only suck on these. They can't mouth them.
Right.
So I don't know if we're going to see any snappers.
There we go. There's an albino.
Yeah, that's Al the albino, and he's coming up for meal. You should get a good feeding shot there.
Nice.
Come on, Al. You can see the red eyes from there, huh?
Yes. Look at that.
Let's see. I think he wants that one.
Well, maybe not. But yeah, he's on it. He's on it.
Come on, Al. He's like, well, this is my 10th one
Holy
today.
smokes, he's able to get that whole thing.
No need to chew.
Oh my God, he's beautiful.
Just mouth it. Yeah.
That is a cool turtle, man.
We'll let him swallow that one. We'll throw another one in there. I don't see any other turtles coming up.
That's fine. Al's enough. Wow. See if we can get him back out. And again, you guys can see why an albino is at a disadvantage if it were in the wild.
Oh yeah.
He shows up pretty well.
Let's see. He comes up for another. I think he's got his eyes on one. He might come underneath the PVC. Nope. He's coming
There he is. There he is over there.
There he comes. Come on. Al.
Wow. That's so cool.
Not hard to do, huh?
Not at all. Very, very cool, man.
All right, let's go to the next.
Everyone's, look at it, it's so great. Look at all these Hamiltoni trying to get over into here. And that's so amazing that you were able to fence in one pond to utilize these different quadrants, you know?
We are, and there's a lot of challenges that came with it also. so let me get some more pellets.
Go ahead. I want to go see these guys. They're quite friendly. Hi, guys. We have this species in the front yard at Kamp Kenan. Looks like a little red ear as well. They know when you have food and when you don't. So he's going to grab some more pellets, but what an amazing place when it comes to just seeing how many turtles he actually keeps here. It's just absolutely incredible. And the amount of work that it's taken to change and move everything over here, that I look at and I'm blown away by, because I know how much work it is at my house. So this is 10 acres and he had to move everything from 12 miles away. So here we go.
Are they coming up to you?
They were coming up, but they saw I had no food. They're not stupid turtles. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. Who would have thought there are this many different turtle species?
Yeah, this is Geoclemys hamiltoni. You know, they're in India still, but they're pretty much on the verge of extinction. They're probably functionally extinct, which means there's not enough of them to actually reproduce and sustain the species.
That's incredible. Yet here in the States, we have a very good representation of them.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We produce, I produce a few hundred, but there's thousands of them produced.
That's great.
And they are just an awesome turtle. They're not aggressive. They don't have a problem with any native turtles. They get along with everybody. They're just as vegetarian as they are, meat eaters, and they really just make a great turtle. Awesome pond turtle.
Yes.
Another one of those ones, though, Kenan, that we can't send over state line.
Right.
Which is really prohibitive. There's a lot of people in a lot of states that do have them, and they got them legally, or you can get them as gifts, but we can't ship one. We can't have anybody order from another state. It has to be a Florida customer who orders them.
Gotcha.
And we just love them. They're great tank turtles. It's like a redfoot that swims like
That
a fish.
swims. That's so funny.
We have some caligars.
Oh, I love
This place in here is one of my favorite snappers, who was just one that was kind of a runty one, but let's see if the caligars will come up.
Let's see. Of course, I actually got my two caligar from you, and they changed the name. I say caligar, he says caligar, but it's actually badiger.
Right.
Oh gosh, Borneensis, the painted river terrapin. Which there's something moving over here.
Yeah, I'll go with painted river terrapin. Everybody knows that one. You can change the scientific name, but you can't change the common name.
Right. But there's some hyacinth moving over here. Let's see. They're a big turtle too.
Well, again, we're off time of day feeding. Usually they're used to the morning feed.
Well, here comes some side necks. South America. Oh, there's a caligar right there. There's a caligar.
Oh, scared of the caligar.
That's all right. She's back.
The males have that beautiful orange stripe. We're just starting to lose it now from the breeding season, but we'd love to hatch these again this year. Let's see what we get. Look at the size of her. She's probably 20, 22 pounds.
That's awesome. And they can get upwards of 50. Mm-hmm. Look out. That is so cool. And these guys are related. I have a pair of Badiger affinis. I've got that Royal River terrapin. They're beautiful too. Yep. Oh my gosh, so much happening here at the Turtle Source at Paradox Farms, man. This is so cool.
If you shine it on that pipe, that's the water service pipe coming in over there, that's actually the exhaust from all of our breeders.
Up here?
Right, coming.
Wow.
So those are continuous flow 24 hours.
Holy smokes, the water's always running.
In there, yeah, that's one of about 4 pipes that goes, the equivalent of about 20 garden hoses filling up ponds.
Unreal.
And it's still in the dry season struggling here.
Well, you have outdone yourself with this new facility. I'm glad we had an opportunity to see it. This is really cool, man. Check out Mark Cantos. First thing you can, if you're looking for a turtle species, he's probably got it. Go to theturtlesource.com. Also, he's active in all the shows and a lot of the meetings too. You're a big advocate for keeping reptiles. He's always fighting the good fight with USARK Florida and USARK. So I really appreciate all the work you do, Mark. You drive me crazy a lot of the times trying to get me away from my little home, but I'm glad I got away from home tonight because I'll be actually giving a little talk at the Herp Society here in Southwest Florida. So
Fort Myers Herp Society, or Reptile Club. Kenan is speaking.
Oh.
He put me on the phone with his wife to beg to get him out for a night.
There you go.
We all hail this man. We need him to come talk to us.
Well, we're having fun. So I hope you guys had a good time here at the Turtle Source with Mark Cantos and myself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Take care.